Right guys, a little story time about a friend of mine, Lee, who I knew in jail a couple of years ago, or a few years ago back now. I was in HMP Winchester, 2020. A young lad lands on the wing, no older than 20, no older. Right, straight away I noticed by the way he's on the wing and the way he's looking that he either has some kind of mental health or it's autism, some kind on the spectrum. So he's been on the wing a couple of weeks now. People are starting to notice that he's a little bit different to everybody else. And now in prison, all the worst people are put in one place. So you think they're bullies, there's nasty. Don't get me wrong, there's nice people in jail and you do meet friends for life in jail. But there's also very, very nasty people that will exploit their vulnerability. So what they was doing is they basically went and said to him, look, if you don't do what you're going to do for us, then we're going to hurt you. So they got him holding bits, got him moving bits, got him doing this, got him doing that, getting him into debt. Came into jail looking well healthy, never like touched a drug in his life. Within 2 months, he's bang on the spice, he's bang on the subby, or anything they will give him. They're taking his food, they're taking his canteen. I mean, this boy's had enough, so he's turned to the spice to not give a fuck. So he'd take the spice, people would go in the cell and start beating him up when he's off his head on drugs, you know. What they were doing to him was a disgrace. And the officers, they know what's going on the wing. There's enough grasses on that wing to tell them what is going on. They knew what was going on. But they didn't care because there is no autism awareness. There's no signs for them to look at to think why. They just think he's a vulnerable, but autism is not a vulnerability. It is a strength. So don't let anyone tell you any different. So if them officers had stepped in while he was getting bullied and while he was being given spice, so he'd wake up and he'd say, Dan, I woke up this morning and there was an ID card or spice under my door. Now I owe money for it. You know, they were just violating over 30 grand he'd done in there out of his mum and dad's money. So, you know, I tried to help him the best I could, but once he got fully gone on the spice too far, he didn't care. He just didn't care what anyone said to him. He'd let man say, suck his mum, and in jail, you let someone say that to you, everyone's going to say it to you. So, I felt really, really sorry for him, and I was really felt bad when I got parole and left him, because I thought I've left him to the jungle, you know what I mean? And it's quite sad. About a week after I got out, I received a phone call from one of my mates that's still in the prison. And he got hold of some really strong spice, banged up at night, and died in his sleep, choked, and died in his sleep on a spice overdose. And he would never have took that spice if they went bullying him and putting it on him. And his officers, you know, there's so much spice in there, it's like they don't even care. Like, it's your jail, stop the drugs getting in, do you know what I mean? But R.I.P. to Lee, my good friend. And guys, it's not a long story, but it says what it says and it hits home.